What's up, you guys? It's your boy Ape here again with another video, and in this video we're going to talk about how to get good grades. So number one is don't take too many classes. Don't take 5-6 classes from the start of your semester. Don't take 5-6 classes your first semester, because you don't know how it is. You don't know how hard it is. You don't know how the professors are going to be. So it'll be too much for you to handle. So you want to start with 4 classes. If you want, you can also start with 2 classes. See how you do. If you pass the class with ease, then the next semester you can take 4 classes. Me, when I was in college, I used to take 4 classes every semester. That way it was really easy for me to handle the workload. So I used to take 2 hard classes like English and math, and then I used to take 2 easy classes like piano or Spanish, something like that. Well, Spanish is easy for me because that's my native language. For you, you know which classes are easy for you. Some of you are good in math, some of you are good in English. So make sure you have a balance. 2 hard classes like biology or math, and then 2 easy classes like an elective. So that's number 1. So number 2 is you want to be picky with your professor. Make sure your professor is motivated, passionate about the topic, and he can communicate. Make sure you can also understand him. So you can go to ratemyprofessor.com. There you can see reviews of professor. You can also ask your classmates for recommendations of a good professor. Number 3 is learn as much as possible about the class before you walk into the class. So how you do this is you email your professor, you ask for the syllabus, and then from there you can buy the book and you can study. You can study like at least like 3 chapters, so when you walk into the class, you're a little bit ahead. You will be able to understand the material better. So that's one reason why you want to learn as much as you can about the class. If you are not able to email your professor, or you don't know the book that you need, you can always go to YouTube and find some videos about that topic. So that way you will be a little bit more informed. So number 4 is be friends with your classmates. This is really useful because you never know when you're going to get sick and you won't be able to go to class. And if you know someone in the class, you can always ask them for notes. You can always ask them if there was any assignment, any test coming up, or what was the lecture about. Another good thing about having friends in the class is that if you don't understand something, you can ask them for help. You can have like a study group, and it's always fun to make friends in college. Don't be that guy that is in college and doesn't have any friends. Learn how to interact with people. Learn how to make friends. It will make college a way better experience. Number 5 is sit in front of the class. Why? Because if you sit in front of the class, the professor is right there. So you won't take your phone out and start like chatting with anyone, or you won't use Instagram. That way you can pay attention to the class. Sometimes when you sit in the back, you can check your phone. You can fall asleep. You can talk to the people there in the back. So try to sit in front of the class so that way you can better understand the subject. Number 6 is study hard. Don't study 2 hours for your test. You learn by repetition. So that means you have to study that subject again and again and again. So how I used to do is I used to study for 1 week for a test, and I used to study every day, at least like 1 hour every day. I'm not that smart, so I used to study for 2 hours every day, and I was able to graduate with a 3.8, so it worked for me. Number 7 is go to office hours. If you don't understand something in the class, write it down and then go to the professor and you can ask them. Don't go to your professor and be like, I didn't understand the lecture. Know what is it that you don't understand. Make it easy for them to help you. Number 8 is have a work-school balance. Don't work too much. You want to make sure you have time to study and you have time to do your homework. So what you want to do is, if you have a part-time or you have a full-time, if you're going to school, I'll say if you have a part-time, go to school full-time. If you have a full-time job, go to school part-time. And if it's midterms week or finals week, make sure you request a couple of days off, so that way you can focus on your test and you can have time to study and you can do good. Another thing you can do is you can ask someone to cover your shift, or if you don't have any other option, just call out or just call in sick. The school comes first, so make sure you're doing everything possible in order to get good grades. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoy. I hope you find this video useful and it can help you get better grades. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. If you have any other tips or advice on how to get good grades, make sure to leave a comment.